Hey, everybody. Welcome to You Don't Even Like This Show. I'm your host, Adam Ty Brown. Joining me as co-host this week, my other favorite co-host, Jeff May.
What
was that? Why'd you do that?
Machine guns. I'm gonna kill you, Adam.
Oh.
I am gonna kill you.
Yeah,
it was the 4th of July.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable. I thought that was just like, fireworks reference.
Nope. I'm gonna murder Adam.
Oh, well, that sucks.
For baseball cards.
Oh, no. Hey, also joining us, Atif Myers is here.
What's up, everybody? Here to upset you today. Again.
Oh, I don't think you upset people except with that one opinion that, man, is that becoming an albatross around this show's neck?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, your weirdness fucked us up, man.
I'm surprised I've been invited back on. Like, I'm sorry, guys.
We have to, because we have to exorcise the demon, which is ironically feeding the demon. But with feeding it without any sauces or anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're doing a Q&A episode this week. This is a thing that I'm going to try and do, maybe not monthly. That seems like a bit much, but every 6 weeks or so, where we'll just answer listener questions. One of the reasons I'm doing this episode, and one of the things I want to point out, just like last week, I took a little time up top to plug the fact that we have a new store, youdon'tshow.link/store, where you can get shirts, which I don't think I mentioned are like pre-sale. You only have a limited amount of time to buy those. So go get those. The hard drives, I think, are all sold out. But we're also going to lean into using our Discord a little bit more, just because we don't have a central place where every Unpops listener, be it paid or free, Patreon, Supercast, all the places we have people subscribed, there's not like one central place where everyone can like get together and talk and also receive updates and information from us. So we're going to start doing all that on Discord. If you hit the show notes, there's a link to that Discord, and you should go check it out. So yeah, all of our questions today come from the Discord. There's a specific thread for these Q&A episodes, but we're also going to be responding to some comments like we used to do back in the day when we had a segment called Your Voice Matters. It doesn't, but we're going to pretend like it does on the second part of this episode.
And we're going to read your stupid fucking comments.
And respond to them personally. And then at the end, we got the voicemail of the month. We have a new voicemail line that you can also access right there in the show notes, where you can leave us voicemails. And if we get enough, we'll make a separate bonus episode.
Hold on.
Just out of those voicemails.
I got to make a call real quick.
Oh, no.
Adam, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Oh,
okay, we're good.
Jeff, I know that was you. I just got a voicemail. I know it was you. It's 3 seconds. I know it was you.
Could have been someone else. Could have been a Tiff.
It's true. It was me, actually. No, I'm too nice to you.
So be on the lookout for all that, especially the voicemail stuff. If we get enough, we'll make a separate bonus episode out of answering voicemails. But your voicemail might be featured on a free episode also. You never know. Should we get into these goddamn questions?
Let's do it.
I think we should. All right. First one. This question came in before I even posted the request for questions.
Damn.
Good on you, Ghost of Dave Thomas.
Oh, he's great.
For Adam, when's the worst time you've had the drugs kick in? For Jeff, when's the weirdest time you've gotten filled with the Christmas spirit? A Tiff, what the fuck, man? Condiments are great. Who should I go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
The worst time I've had the drugs kick in. Ooh, one time when I was driving, that was ill-advised. I thought I had time to make it, and it was kind of there's something wrong with Aunt Diane's situation where I ended up getting stuck in traffic longer than I expected to be. And I had about a half a bottle of Robitussin that kicked in when I was about 3/4 of a mile from home, which that's not far, but it is when you can't really feel your feet which are essential for driving. They're essential. So that was a long, long time ago. That was like decades ago. I have since eased up on the driving while taking fucking hallucinogens.
Just the driving part. That's the only part.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The driving I don't do anymore. The drugs, yes. Jeff, when's the weirdest time you've gotten filled with the Christmas spirit?
It hits me right around now, if I'm being 100% honest. Like regularly, it hits me at about the 6-month mark. I'm always just like, man, I fucking miss Christmas. When's it? When is it? Like I'm counting down now. Yeah, we're over halfway there. So I'm like fucking excited about it. I'm not even lying here.
Is it just like a proximity thing? Like once we get past the 6-month point, you get excited?
It's not so much a proximity thing as much of like a feeling so distant from it that I miss it greatly. So I guess in that regard, it's kind of a proximity thing, but I fucking miss it, man.
Do you get like really depressed the day after Christmas?
No, I kind of wean myself off over 12 days because I pay attention to the song.
What song?
He's got you there, Atif.
The 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh,
I mean, it's
I'm Muslim. I don't know this shit. Yeah.
I mean, you might be Muslim, but you're trying to tell me you've never heard of the 12 Days of Christmas?
I've heard of it, but not enough to like reference it immediately. You know what I mean? Like,
do you like
I hear it and then I throw it away.
Did you guys? I guess growing up, you didn't really grow up in America that much, did you?
No, I mean, I spent like 3 years in Saudi Arabia, and then I remember when I came back for high school, basketball, they wanted to have practice over winter break, and I was like, yo, let's do it on Wednesday. And everybody's like, fuck you, man, it's Christmas. And I was like, dog, I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't let the Muslim pick.
Yeah, like, did you not have access to like TV or the radio at all? Because during December, I don't care how Muslim you are, that shit's showing up.
I don't know. I was just, it is.
But America, get used to it, man.
I never really paid attention to it, in all honesty. Like, it's just like, yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's small.
Yeah. I had a friend in grade school whose dad was Muslim, but I swear it was just so he could get out of buying Christmas presents. Like, he used to drive me to school while drinking rum straight. And it's like,
Jeez.
That doesn't feel like strict Muslim behavior.
One of those ice cube Muslims, as we like to call it.
But then Christmas rolls around and he's like, sorry, I'm very devout. I cannot buy my kids.
I would like to remind everybody that in Today Was a Good Day, Ice Cube is excited that there's no pork and then talks about guzzling a 40 later on.
Yeah. Well, he's Nation of Islam. That's different.
That's totally different.
We're all going to get assassinated by the fruit of Islam.
It's true.
All right. Next question. Niccolo Blight. For Adam and Jeff, who are your early picks to make the fall classic? And who is signing Ohtani next season? Did he just call the World Series the fall classic?
It's called that sometimes.
Okay.
Maybe he doesn't want to get sued by Major League Baseball. Saying that.
That could be.
Do you have express written consent to write that question?
Do you have early? I feel like it's too early in the season to have picks. There's teams that are doing.
Yeah. July is too soon to make that. Like, nothing counts right now.
Yeah.
Like, so it's hard to say that. I could tell you it's not going to be the Red Sox.
Yeah, probably not the Cubs. Although we're not terrible.
How are the Orioles doing?
The Orioles are doing all right, I think, but they got so many. We were talking about baseball cards. Man, the Orioles got some prospects.
If the Orioles pay up for the rookie class that they have and they stick with that team, they're going to be the greatest baseball team. They're going to be like the 57 Yankees or something.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
really.
They are.
Yeah, they got Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rushman. They have this kid in the minors, Colson Coward,
and Kyle Towers. Yeah,
yeah.
They are unbelievable.
Yeah. The Orioles are really good this year.
Yeah, they're not going to do it this year, but
the other thing is, in terms of my sports watching, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm watching baseball because the NBA playoffs carry on until fucking June. Yeah. And that's a lot. Now I'm into tennis, and there's like always tennis on. Wimbledon's on right now. So I'm just kind of settling in to watching baseball. As far as Ohtani, it seems like from what I'm reading, money isn't as much an issue as him wanting to win and probably staying on the West Coast. So it seems like Angels, Dodgers, Giants.
The Red Sox made sort of a passive play for him by drafting several Japanese players that he is friends with.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad idea, to be 100% honest, to get Yoshida and
Masataka Yoshida.
Yeah, that's a pretty good move.
It is. It's smart.
But hopefully that pays off. I sure would like Ohtani to play for the Red Sox. That sure would be nice. Crazy. I like that he's in Anaheim now because he's nearby.
I wish he would just stay in Anaheim.
Yeah. Let's go to Anaheim. Let's find another game soon and let's go.
I would love to.
I want to be honest.
Not you.
Atif, do you?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you watch baseball at all, Atif?
No, but I like Anaheim Stadium because they have a Panda Express.
But everything is cooked in sauce, you monster.
I guess, yeah.
You're like, I hadn't really thought about that.
Oh,
I haven't thought about it. Yeah, I like the orange chicken a lot.
You just got that is all condiments.
What? That is okay.
Oh my, we just blew the lid off a goddamn conspiracy right now.
Yeah, this is a fucking scandal.
It's like a nugget.
That's like if your chicken nuggets were cooked in condiments.
In the sweet and sour sauce or whatever. Oh my God, you're a liar.
You are such a fraud.
I've never thought of it. I just thought that's how they made it.
I hope we just ruined that for you instead of opening up condiments because I hope that broke orange chicken for you instead of opening you up to. Why don't you put the orange chicken sauce on everything then?
This is blowing my mind.
I've never thought of it that way. I thought this was already made, so I figured it wasn't a condiment.
Clearly, you've had a mental block, and that's why you don't like condiments. It's not an actual sensation thing because you've had the sensation in your mouth this whole fucking time, by the way.
Who threw sriracha in your face when you were a kid? What happened?
I don't like sriracha. I've tasted it. I don't know. Orange chicken is already orange chicken. I never thought
it wasn't already orange chicken. It was deep fried chicken that is then sauteed in goo.
No, it is made from chickens hatched from orange chicken.
I've never thought of it that way. I just thought it's already made. I like orange chicken.
Whack. It is moistened by an orangish, viscous substance.
No, you're right. You're right. Now I don't know whether I hate orange chicken now or love orange chicken. I don't know what to do.
Do you know what this is going to do to our comments? Do you have any goddamn clue? What Pandora's sauce you just poured right now?
We really could end the episode right now.
The only one no one named. No one is ever what about Panda Express orange chicken? I love that. Oh
my God. I gotta have you keep a food diary and find all the sauces you've been eating this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Orange chicken, the sauciest thing you could ever order.
How about a broccoli beef? Do you fuck with a broccoli beef? Beef broccoli?
Not really, no.
No, I don't like that sauce on it.
No, the orange chicken is like why you go. That's like the fucking that's the headliner or a Panda.
Chicken that's selling you, it's the orange. Ironically,
if you ever come down to the studio to record, we will get orange chicken from the place next door. It is hands down the best orange chicken I've ever had. It is really so good.
Slathered in mystery.
Do we have to answer the next 30 questions then? They were all like Atif. Why are you piece of shit?
Any Atif sauce questions we could just gloss right over now.
Yeah.
The next question wasn't a Atif question. Atif. Which one? So not even hot sauce or a seasoning like Old Bay? What about Old Bay?
Seasoning is fine.
Seasoning is fine.
He's
Old
brown.
Bay.
Of course he likes seasoning.
Yeah.
Old Bay's sugar on cornflakes?
I don't like cornflakes. I wouldn't even go frosted flakes.
Atif is not against dusts on his food.
I don't watch the movie Dune. Fuck
seasonings. Dune. Yeah. Sprinkle a little Nesquik on some pasta.
What about Tang? Does Tang count?
Depends. If you stir it up in a glass and pour it on some spaghetti, that's a sauce. But if you just sprinkle it over a spaghetti, that's a dusting.
That's true. It plays unless it's orange chicken. Then it's
the razzles of toppings.
So I feel like we, with all apologies to the people in the Discord who asked, I feel like we can skip several of the Atif condiment questions. which I understand is like 2/3 of the questions, and we'll make
I'm
this
sorry.
episode about 18 minutes long. But no, that's their fault. That's their fault. You kidding me? Next question. Atif and Jeff, do you have a medical mishap story similar to Adam and the needle in his gums? Ugh. Atif, how about you?
Sort of, I guess. I don't like nothing to that extreme, obviously. But like I was bouldering and I dislocated my shoulder. So I drove myself to Kaiser. And then I got there and they were like, we're just the Kaiser offices. We do paperwork here. And I was like, what? Then why do you say Kaiser outside? And they're like, we just do paperwork. We can't help you. You have to go to this other Kaiser that was like 20 miles away and it was fucking rain traffic. So I had to drive with like a dislocated shoulder for like 2 hours. I get in there. They refuse to give me like propofol because it's the second time I've dislocated my shoulder. I was like, dude, this is what you got to do. So they made me hold like a weight for like 30 minutes so that it would naturally set in, which is just painful. And then they put me on morphine finally. They knocked it back in, and but they had to cut my hoodie. So they were like, don't drive home because you're under morphine. But I still fucking drove anyway with those like paper hospital shirts. But no needle in the fucking face for months. That's next level, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. No, yeah, I was gonna say that sounds exactly that sounds exactly like what I went through. But then you got to they cut my hoodie, and I was like, oh yeah, that's bad.
It was a good hoodie.
I mean, I had a tooth ripped out at USC by children, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm really resistant to what do you call it there? More
Novocaine.
Novocaine. Yeah, like it
What
takes
about
a
orange
lot.
Novocaine?
And I tell people, especially dentists, I said, look, whatever you normally do, you're gonna have to triple. Like you're gonna have to do it 3 times. If you're gonna be drilling, if you're gonna be doing something like it's not going to take. You'll start going and then you'll hit a nerve and we're going to ruin our lives. And that didn't necessarily take. So when they went to rip it out, when they like went in, all of a sudden the Novocaine, like whatever it was, didn't like it stopped taking as I was feeling it get ripped out. And that wasn't particularly great. Feeling your tooth get ripped out of your mouth is not a great feeling, but it was done. Like, and then the next morning you wake up and it just feels like someone stomped on your face.
Right.
Jesus.
But yeah, I guess feeling my tooth get ripped out because they didn't believe me about the Novocaine thing, or they were afraid to do it. Could be.
Yeah, I have the same thing with Novocaine. It takes a lot to get my teeth to the point that you can start working on them. This last time I went in, because since all the drama on the one side of my mouth, I've since broken a tooth on the other side of my mouth. That
on the west side
has ended with one tooth having to be extracted and all this shit. And I went in for an appointment recently to deal with that. And it coincided with my gums being like super duper swollen just from all the other shit happening in my mouth.
Jesus.
And so like numbing my tooth was essentially not possible. Like, they gave me like, I would say 8 shots before it finally was numb enough. And they were just trying to put a temporary crown on. It wasn't even drilling, but just like touching my tooth made me fucking scream.
I've had some dentists that got it and they were like, yeah, you're totally, I understand this and we'll do it. And they've been really cool. And then I've had this one dentist get so mad at me that it wasn't taking. He like fucked up a filling and like didn't seal the filling because he was so mad and frustrated at me, like getting like electric about it. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. He was so angry.
Fucking dentists, man.
Fuck that guy.
Ugh.
They make so much money. Like, I don't think anybody knows how much money dentists make, but it is fucking crazy.
It is. All right. Next question from the Discord. And thank you to everyone who posted your questions in the Discord. You have to understand how much easier it makes it for us if we're not collecting questions from all over the internet. So join the Discord, please. Next question. Nolan, the Tubi Terror Bunny. Is there a piece of media that on paper seemed tailor-made for you, but in reality you hated? If so, why?
Absolutely. The Goonies.
Yeah.
The Goonies was made for me at
Oh.
the right time. I was the right age to see it. I hated it then. I hate it now. I think it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's not, it wasn't fun. I didn't get behind it. The whole time I'm watching it, even as like an 8-year-old, I was like, I know this is for me. I fucking hate this.
You know, I also didn't like the Goonies. That wouldn't be my answer, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like, even as a kid, it's not like I went back and rewatched it and was like, oh, I was wrong as a child. This sucks.
I'll
As
never.
a child, I thought it sucked.
I don't understand people's fascination with that movie.
It's weirdly beloved right now.
And it's like kind of racist. Like what they do to that to that fucking kid who, thank God, he finally comes back to win an Oscar, but he's like, Srika shoes. And you're like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put that guy through it when he was a child actor.
Yeah, we really stereotyped the shit out of that kid.
Yeah. Atif, how about you?
I would say Ang Lee's Incredible Hulk, because like when it came out, I was like, dude, this is gonna be fucking awesome. Like I love the Hulk. Like Ang Lee was on top of his game at that point. It's supposed to be great, and then you watch it, and it's just a fucking sad dude. And I remember I fell asleep in the theater, and I was like 13.
The Hulk can't carry a movie for one. It's not.
Yeah, but you didn't know that. Like you were like, this would be perfect. As a teenager, I never thought that way.
We should have learned about that. And also, like the whole point of the Hulk, especially with Ang Lee doing it, is like Hulk is a psychological film, and people want destruction. Like it's so weird. I will add the cinematography and the editing in that film is great. They do all the comic panel stuff. That looks good.
Sure, but I fell the fuck asleep.
That's a bad movie.
Yeah, I think I have two answers. Almost any like music supergroup, I feel like has been mostly a letdown. Be it like rappers like West Side Connection, like even like when that first West Side Connection album came out, I was like, yeah, this is fine, but I don't love it. Like,
was that Bow Down? Was that there?
Yeah.
Bow Down.
Like, I thought Velvet Revolver was just kind of okay. And I love Stone Temple Pilots. I love Scott Weiland. And I love
Velvet Revolver.
I love everything about Guns N' Roses except Axl Rose. So that should have been like a perfect fit for me.
Audio Slave, not good.
Audio Slave was good for an album.
I like Audio Slave. Yeah, I like the Traveling Wilburys.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's obviously exceptions, but a lot of super groups. It's a hard thing. It's a harder thing to pull off. Just like super teams, I think, are a hard thing. Remember when Karl Malone thought he was going to win a title with the Lakers?
Good, he didn't. Fuck you, Carl. What about Temple of the Dog?
They were fine.
Yeah, they were like more of like a joke project. It seemed like they were like, let's do it for one album and then take off.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I can name one,
maybe two songs, right?
Temple of the Dog song, and I don't even know the name of it. I just know it's called "I'm Going Hungry." I'm going hungry. Yeah, I'm going hungry.
Man, what? Talk about two different singers to put on the same band. It's like you have the mumble guy and then the like insanely high.
Yeah.
Eddie Vedder must have been like, man, what? I look bad doing this.
Also, Danny McBride's Halloween movies. Like, I loved Rob Zombie's Halloween remakes so much. And I was like, what? Yeah. I mean, if Danny McBride, I like Danny McBride. If he loves Halloween the way I love Halloween, this should be fine. And those movies are undeniable horse shit.
I will add Batman versus Superman is another good example of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. We weren't that tuned into what Snyder was doing. And you were like, well, we'll give him a chance. Fucking woof.
Yeah.
Any of the Wolverine movies minus the Logan or Old Man. Yeah. But those are just bad. Those are just bad. I don't know. Nah, you're right.
All right. Next question. Erotic Rice, if that is your name.
It is.
Adam, how's Wimbledon and how would you rank the Grand Slam tournament's favorite to least favorite? Wimbledon, it's very early. It's only the second round. It's fine so far. What I love about Wimbledon is it starts like an hour or two before I get up. So when I wake up in the morning, there's sports on for me to watch. I'm watching sports at like 5 and 6 in the morning. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Favorite Grand Slam tournaments. U.S. Open. because I've been, and it was very fun. Australian Open, because I've seen 2 of my favorite matches that I've ever watched. I randomly got up in the middle of the night and the Australian Open was on, and I saw some very cool shit twice. So I love that experience. And then probably French Open and Wimbledon. Next question. All you guys, oh, Jesus Christ, I fell into this. Is cereal a soup? Salad with dressing? Is milk the condiment? No, cereal. This feels like is a hot
This is one of
dog.
those technical questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
I refuse to answer it. How about that?
Yeah. No answer.
I refuse to answer your question,
No.
you sexy sexual rice.
Also, you can't ask those questions and then follow it up with also that Russian coup. What do you make of it? No.
It's saucy, soupy, if you will.
Save that for next month.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, this is another. All right. I guess we're not escaping this. The next question is from Rich. Adam, who's your favorite up and coming tennis player? Carlos Alcaraz is really great, but he's already won majors. I like Felix Auger-Aliassime, Taylor Fritz. On the women's side, Jessica Pegula, even though she's ranked very high, still feels like she's kind of up and coming. Sophia Kenin, she just beat Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff is great. Next question, Ian, regarding the Russian coup, over under on how long until Prigozhin falls out of a hotel window? Not going to happen.
Too high profile.
Yeah, then Putin's not going to get that guy. That's the person who led the coup against Putin. The Putin. I would call it. Do either of you have thoughts on what happened in Russia?
I feel like we certainly did make it seem bigger than it was.
Yeah, they were hyping it for like a day where they were like, they're turning back around. And then I haven't heard anything since. I don't know. Elite group of mercenaries, right? Like the A-team?
Yeah, I mean, they're a problem. That's for sure. And I don't know if it's like a completely settled situation. It's not like he can just go back to being part of the Russian military now, which is what he definitely was before this. So someone's going to have to assassinate someone. And I honestly, I don't know. I don't like Putin's chances, but also this feels like one of those things where like the liberal bubble types will be like, yeah, take out Putin. This would be so much worse for Ukraine. Like this guy wants to double down in Ukraine so hard. So
Jesus,
there's not a good outcome here.
Your enemy's enemy isn't always your friend.
Yeah, it's just going to be chaos. That's going to be the only outcome. All right. You don't even like this user.
That's a great name.
Says, any thoughts on federated internet model? Do services like Mastodon or Lemmy or PeerTube actually have a chance? Or is Blue Sky and Facebook Threads just going to swallow the whole idea and pull everything into their own walled gardens before it gets true mainstream adoption? Bonus points if someone can explain the whole federated thing, because there's still a lot I don't really understand with it.
not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the guy to go to that. I'm wearing a tank top.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just found out orange chicken was a condiment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucking dumb.
Why do you guys think we're smart? You guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah. So stupid.
I understood. Like, look, I'll give you a thing. I tried Mastodon, and boy, did I just be like, fuck this. I'm out. Like, I couldn't even fathom what was going on there. It seemed like if Twitter was Reddit.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. I never tried Mastodon. We're both on Blue Sky, which sounds like it's the enemy here. Like we're on the wrong side of history once again.
None of these are
social media. I hate social media. I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, I'm not great at social media, except when I posted the picture from Wimbledon where Andy Murray was playing a guy whose last name is Peniston. But the way Andy Murray was standing, it looked like he was playing a guy whose name was Ryan Penis. So I posted that on social media.
You know, there was a time I was going to reply Penis Love because he had 0 points. But I was like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, you should have.
Should have.
I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know if this is a good idea.
Quality tennis content.
Tweeting penis love at Adam is going to get some interesting faves.
Yeah, I don't know anything about federated internet. It's a thing, like that's the kind of thing that's going to land on my radar when I decide to do an episode about it, but I'm not like an internet activist or anything, you know?
No, we're both dumb.
Yeah, we're stupid. The three of us combined, still stupid.
Three of us combined don't know what a federated internet is. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
like, I love your username, but that question just, you should have a podcast. Like, you should be the one doing it.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Bob Grenville asks, in Adam and Jeff's recent pack breaking, what is your favorite pull from a pack?
Are we talking about from the last, you don't even like sports cards, or from our last pulls in general?
That would be my question also.
Well, why don't we do both? Together, we did that jumbo box of Top Series 2, and you got that fucking patch card.
That Willie Mays patch.
Willie Mays patch.
66 of 75. Like, we couldn't even find information about it on the internet.
Jesus.
But I since have, and yeah, that was a solid card. But I pulled that, Jeff. What about you?
I pulled that A's rookie who's not doing much. Auto.
Oh, sure.
You know, for some reason, and I don't know how this keeps happening, but every premium card that I have pulled has been a fucking Cardinal, like 80% of the time. And nobody on that tier that I have on my Patreon is a St. Louis fan. So I'm getting all these like really crazy premium Cardinals cards. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with this.
I mean, I can tell you what to do with some of them.
Trade them and sell them.
Yeah. Do you have like a Jordan Walker? Like that guy's.
I'll check. I got like a Nolan Gorman. I got some cool stuff.
Cardinals got some prospects.
They do. But from that pull, that auto that I pulled was really cool.
Yeah. In terms of stuff I've pulled separately, I did a video where I opened 2021 Topps Chrome tennis cards, and I fucked that video up because I was on the wrong mic. So, oh no, I had to buy more cards, and now I'm going to have to redo that video and open them again. But I'll probably still put out just the card opening part of the video where you will see that I pulled a orange refractor Jonas Bjorkman autograph card that is not only one of 25, it's number 1 of 25.
Whoa.
And I sent that off to be graded because it also looks so nice. And I feel like that card alone, if I sell it, will pay for having all those other cards graded.
I would like to go back to not too long ago, 6 months, 7 months ago, when I started getting into this, and I was like, you know, Adam, we should do a sports card opening thing. And now the texts between Adam and I are these like feverishly like, oh my God, you'll never guess what I just found. You'll never guess what I just found.
Yeah. I'm texting Jeff like fucking Gordon Gekko from Wall Street. Like, look, you need to buy some Jace Young cards.
Yeah, I went to, I got some like Donruss. I was at Target and Panini had some Donruss stuff, and I pulled some kind of a blaster pack, a Gabriel Gonzalez piece, like
Nice.
a jersey piece. That was really fun. I got a Dustin Pedroia All-American variant.
Yeah. Target is interesting. The one by me is constantly putting out new and different shit, and it's all retail stuff, but you can still find some cool retail stuff.
Find a blue Andrew Jones, you know?
Is it Andrew Jones or Drew Jones?
This is Andrew Jones. It's not even Drew. Yeah.
Well, Drew Jones is,
yes.
that's his kid who's like a fucking stud. Like his cards are low key huge.
Yeah. The thing about Donruss is they don't have the MLB license or the contract with the players, so it's only rookies and legends. So like every pack of Donruss you get, it's either retired legends or like upcoming rookies. Yeah. And that's fun.
And those rookie cards, like, it's nothing that's going to make you rich.
Yeah.
But if you pull a card from a pack that costs $6 and like a year from now, it's like $600. That's a good return on your investment. Should we move on?
We should, because this is a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking a lot about baseball cards. Nolan, the To Be Terror Bunny. Okay, come on. This is your second question, but it's fine. If you could take absolute command of any species of animal, Rat Catcher 2 style, what would you pick? Atif, I feel like me and Jeff have been talking forever. What's your answer?
Probably a lion. I don't know. I think that'd be cool as fuck just to have a lion running around with you. I don't know Ratcatcher 2. I don't know the reference, but I assume
Ratcatcher 2 is from The Suicide Squad by James Gunn.
Oh,
basically controlling animals.
Yeah, sorry, he made it sound like it was like a totally like a sci-fi channel movie.
Not as a comic book person, you would have known the character.
Sorry, I thought my mind was like
shots fired.
I've seen your collection. I know that you know comic books, so you know.
Yeah, I would want it to be an attack animal for sure. I guess like a
whale.
No, because you got to be in the ocean to fuck with a whale.
Yeah, like you guys forget we're living in LA.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take.
I can't swim. I think it'd be cool.
Like,
I want a gorilla. Like I want a gorilla. I want to like who's fucking with you?
I think honestly, for me, bees.
Oh,
bees are good. A woman in one of the redneck parts of California recently just got attacked by like 20,000 bees.
There's a lot of them, man. You guys are picking gorillas. How many gorillas are within a 20-mile radius of any of us, or lions? That's silly.
Like one?
Yeah, maybe. Here's the thing. If there was one and I was walking around downtown LA with it, you'd fucking know the answer is one.
Not if I send 30 million bees at you.
I fucking hate bees. I hate bees. I would be.
So think about it. Like I would walk around in a suit of bees. All my clothes would be. I'd look like I was in the Guinness Book of Records because I'm controlling them. They're not going to sting my business.
Yeah, and when you say you hate bees, you really got to qualify that because you can't mean honeybees. Like
he does.
I do. I hate all bees.
Condiment.
No, if you get killed by honeybees, you're the problem. Like we need them.
Dude, they're pollinators, bro.
Yeah, if it's like wasp, fuck a wasp.
It's gonna sound fucking weird, but every time I've been stung by like a bee, it's always been like on my ear. So like I'll just have like a big ass ear, and it's like over like a dozen times in my life. So I just fucking hate bees so much because I get stuck in the ears.
That's pretty funny.
You problem, man. Gonna sacrifice all the flowers in the world because a tiff can't not get stung in the ear by a bee.
I hate it.
Oh,
you ever walk around with a big ass ear? It's awful.
Good question from El Celdo. Is there anything you regret saying on the pod because now everyone's picked up on it and won't stop? I.e. Jeff versus Grand Canyon or Atif versus condiments. There've been, I don't ever get legitimately bothered by the listeners like really latching on to something we said or did on the podcast. But there are obviously things that get run into the ground. When I was still using Twitter, it got to a point where if anyone tweeted at me and Jeff and was like, but I heard you don't even like sports, I really stopped entertaining that shit altogether. And I would just reply and be like, where the fuck did you hear that? Like, we both love sports.
Yeah.
But then I eventually leaned into it and changed the entire name of the network to reflect that. And yeah, like the Atif versus condiments thing is a lot, but it'll pass. It'll pass.
Well, I don't know. It's weird when people are like kind of on my side, and then it's weird when people just think I have autism. But like, I don't know, it's funny to me. Like, I don't care that much. Like, it's fine.
Those are the two genders: on Atif's side or autistic.
But I mean, is it weird that the Grand Canyon seems overrated? Like, why doesn't everybody think that?
Some people like the idea of nature, but like tourist nature.
Jeff, is there anything like for you personally that has gotten like beat into the ground from the pods?
I mean, no, if somebody's beating something into the ground, it means that they're paying attention.
Yeah.
So like, I appreciate that. You know, I go with the flow usually pretty well. You know, the you don't even like sports thing. Like, did it get old? Sure. But also like, it's our show.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like, if you know what the problem will be is when they stop doing that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Bob Granville again. We know Jeff famously does not want to go to the Grand Canyon, but what is a place each of you would like to one day see on vacation?
In America or across the world?
Hey, no rules.
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo's a good one.
Tokyo's nice.
Ooh.
Think about all the
Throw it in our
Japanese
faces,
baseball
why
cards
don't
we could get at them.
Sorry, it's great. I was gonna say I would like to go back. Like that was, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that weird?
No, of course not. Anywhere else?
Nope. Only
Yeah, no, not really.
just going back to Tokyo. That's all Atif wants.
Yeah,
Tokyo's great. Like I wish I would have spent more time there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, there's lots of places outside the US I would love to go. Within the US, like I've never been to Boston, and I have always wanted to go to Boston. I'm a big like baseball stadium guy. Like I want to hit all the baseball stadiums in my life, and I've gone to a lot, but there's still so many. I guess the one I want to hit next is Seattle, I think.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, and that's an easy one.
You're going to be so over Fenway so quickly.
I bet. Yeah.
Like you'll be there, and by the third inning, you're like, I think I got it. And then you're going to want to leave. It's fucking so uncomfortable sitting there.
Yeah. I also, the Bears seem like they're going to leave Soldier Field soon, and I've never been to Soldier Field. So I might try to get to a game there. And I feel like it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to be like, the Bears need to move.
Yeah.
Gross.
Within America, there are some cities that I'd like to, like, I've been to Tennessee, but I've never been to Nashville or Memphis. Yeah. And those actually both seem like really decent cities in a really terrible state.
I was talking to my wife about this. I have no desire to see anywhere else in America, to be quite honest. Like, yeah, it's all the same, just targets. Who gives a fuck?
So different when you look like us, where we're like, we can go anywhere. I can go to Tennessee. And Tiff's like, I very much cannot go to
I've
Tennessee.
been there.
You have?
It's okay. Like, it's fine. There's a Hooters. Like, it's fine. It's all the same shit.
Oh, now that I know that, yeah.
Tennessee is the Hooters of the country, if we're being 100% honest.
All right, next question. Pickle Baby Zarander. They asked 3, but I'm only going to ask 1. This was originally for a TIFF, but I don't see why this has to just be for a TIFF. What is your most heart-wrenching breakup song? I can answer it right away. Tom Waits, Ruby's Arms. Go fucking listen to it. It will break you.
More than the nights are lonely, the days are so sad, and just keep thinking about the love that we had. Now I'm dying inside. Nobody knows it but me. Anybody?
Ah, there it is. Oh. Man, I was at Target the other day, and I came walking out, and a guy was sitting in his car listening to I Knew I Loved You Before I Met You by Savage Garden. So loud.
Hell yeah.
Just bumping it.
Dudes rock.
Yeah, that was great. Atif, how about you? Most heart-wrenching breakup song.
See, I think all time, it's probably nothing compares to you, Sinead O'Connor, right? But
that's
recently.
Have you ever heard the Chris Cornell cover of it?
Yes.
It is upsetting.
Yeah. No, he even did a cover of, I want to say, Billie Jean, and it was like, how did you make this depressing?
Dude, that whole album that he did of live painful covers, and he's like, and I'm gonna die.
And he did an album with Timbaland.
That's right.
Yeah, Timbaland produced his last albums, Euphoria Morning.
Yeah. Recently, I would say
Euphoria Morning.
I would say Betrayed by the Game by like Dance Gavin Dance, for more like a punk emo-y breakup song. But yeah.
Interesting.
Those two.
Norm from Cheers says big dogs or small dogs. Both
are neither for me. I'll take a medium.
I just like a dog.
I like all dogs. Yeah.
Dogs are great. Cats are great.
I'm a cat guy. I'm more of a cat guy than a dog guy. I don't hate a dog. I just a lot more upkeep that I don't have the energy for with the dog.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
That's not a dog's fault. That's how.
Yeah. That's like whenever somebody has like a big dog in LA, but they don't have a big apartment. And I'm always just like, oh, so you're just like kind of like abusing your dog.
Yeah.
Sure. You're like, we got this Saint Bernard in my studio. And I'm like, I think that thing needs to go outside more.
Yeah. Exploding Runes says, everyone, if you could fight one person in a cage match in the Roman Colosseum, who would it be? Russell Crowe.
Ooh.
Or Joaquin. Both. Joaquin Phoenix and Russell Crowe at the same time.
You just jump into the middle of that fight.
Yeah.
Like they're having the gladiator fight and you show up wearing like a coat hanger shirt.
Yeah.
Who would I like to, I don't know. I never thought of someone I'd like to fucking fight. I don't know.
You've never thought of somebody you'd like to fight?
Except for like a real person where it's like, dude, this person I'd be with them, I'd like to fuck them up. But when like a celebrity, I don't know.
I'm going to pick for Atif. Jeff.
Please.
I mean,
3 boxes. And we've talked about it. He won't allow me to
that wouldn't
kick.
go well.
Yeah, he won't allow me to kick.
Jeff, who do you want to fight?
Elon
Musk, yeah.
See,
I would beat his fucking ass.
Yeah, he's
And
in his 50s.
yeah, but also it's just I really feel like it would bring him down a peg in a good way for the world. I don't care about how it would do for him.
What if Mark Zuckerberg kicks his ass?
I like when people are like who would win, and I'd be like Zuckerberg would win.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg has been robotically studying mixed martial arts, while Elon Musk is like, what if I ruined another thing?
Yeah.
What if I wrecked another thing for it ticks right off?
I guess Trump.
Oh yeah, Trump would be fun. Obviously,
Trump would be good. What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? The speaker, not the Speaker of the House, the fucking Republican that looks like a turtle.
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. I would actually put me in the fucking Coliseum with Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If somebody hadn't knocked his jaw off already, I would do it. Or Clarence Thomas.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
it'd
one.
be like tyrants, really. Like that's really.
Yeah. People in power.
Yeah.
All right. This one we're going to answer quick. Oliver Ballin asks, what's the first DVD you bought? 7 for me.
Clerks.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Tiff's like,
Really?
come on those titties 3. Come harder.
Booty Talk 86. No, I don't fucking remember what DVD. Yeah, I don't. Sorry. I can tell you the first CD, but not DVD.
All right. What was your first CD?
Jerry Seinfeld CD, stand-up album.
Ugh.
That is not what I thought your answer was going to be.
No, it was Seinfeld.
No Life Till Pleather asks, Adam, do you still think Kurt Cobain was murdered? I was all in on the theory until I read Heavier Than Heaven, and now I'm less sure. I don't want to talk about it. Jeff and Atif, are there any conspiracy theories that you believe to be true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers put something in Daniel Radcliffe's food to keep him short for the remainder of the filming of Harry Potter.
What about the United States invaded Iraq for reasons other than weapons of mass destruction?
Sure.
That's my favorite one to run past anyone who's like, nah, I don't believe in conspiracy theories.
No, saying you don't believe in conspiracy theories means you don't believe there are clandestine actions that exist. Obviously, that's the case.
And it also means you implicitly trust the government.
Yeah, which is stupid. Yeah. But the one that I believe the most is the Daniel Radcliffe one.
I believe that Stevie Wonder can see. I don't think he's actually fucking blind.
There's that video.
We catch the mic.
Yeah, where Paul McCartney runs past Stevie Wonder on stage and like bumps into the mic and the mic stand falls and Stevie Wonder just reaches out, fucking catches it. And I know.
Why would Oprah gift him a Rolls Royce if he can't fucking drive?
Comfortable car to sit in.
How would he know the difference in brands?
He's got a driver. It's like buying him a nice couch that has wheels, you know? It's a nice little lounge.
He can see.
Get him an Acura.
Yeah.
How weird would that be if Oprah gifted him a fucking Acura?
Yeah.
It's like, I looked this up in Car and Driver. It's the top pick this year.
Yeah. This is great.
It's going to last you a long, long time, Steve.
You know, JD Power and Associates have some great things to say about this vehicle.
But he can fucking see, dude.
That's a good one.
Sith asks 2 really quick questions with a lot of words, so I'm going to shorten them down. Jeff, where can people get another M hat?
You can message me or email me. I have them for sale. I just forgot to announce that I got a batch in.
Also, Adam, hypothetically, if a fan got their hands on some genuine orange sunshine, the MK Ultra LSD, would you like to be gifted a little piece of history? No. I don't know if there's anything I want less than a stranger coming up to me and being like, do you want some government LSD? Where'd you get it? No.
You want some gov drugs, bro?
Yeah. What am I going to flip that on eBay? No, thanks.
I love the question by Gobu Killer.
Yeah. Gobu Killer asks, Is egg meat?
That's just such a great combination of 3 words. In my opinion, no, because I believe in a woman's right to choose.
Mm,
Agreed.
got him.
Tentacles
Do I-
asks, question for everyone. If you had the option to haunt one person and one person alone after you die, who would you choose? I can't just choose one.
Yeah. I'd
Several
choose a
former
whole
colleagues,
classroom.
coworkers.
Like, I would like to haunt like the White House and just bother everybody there.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, haunting the White House would be really fun. So I guess you got to pick somebody that's just been like working there forever, some like security guard or something.
Or like that jacked chef that everybody brings up. They're like, this is
Yeah,
the
yeah. Haunt the jacked chef. He kicks your ass. He beats your fucking ass. Like
Look out,
LL
you can't
Cool
hit
J
me.
in Deep Blue Sea. He just fucking torches you up.
Next question, Slatron. Adam, do you agree that the cover art for Mirage and Tango in the Night should clearly be reversed? Same question with Tusk / Mystery to me. I don't know. I don't think so.
You do.
I trust Fleetwood Mac to make their own cover art decisions.
You should trust Fleetwood Mac to make their own music, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. For everyone, this is from Lady Knight Kaladri of Mindalan, if that is your real name. Are there cover songs that you feel are better than the original? Would you ever do a list cast on this topic?
Oh yeah.
Feel like we did.
We must
we've done a best cover songs.
I mean, just All Along the Watchtower by
I was going
Jimi
to say,
Hendrix.
Yeah.
Anything that they covered from Dylan. Like,
anything that's been any Bob Dylan song that's been covered was better than the way Dylan did.
That's completely untrue, but go on.
All Along the Watch.
Some would say Hurt by Johnny Cash covering 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
So I would say that that's debatable. I would say Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You covering Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
Even Dolly Parton's like, yeah, that's fucking way better.
Yeah. And I mean, there's lots of songs out there that people just like don't know are covers, and that's usually a good sign that the original version wasn't quite as good. I am super duper partial to the Talking Heads cover of Take Me to the River by Al Green. That is a very good cover. Also, Ryan Adams' cover of Wonderwall by Oasis is fucking amazing. Like, he really does a completely different thing with that song, and it's so fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Which movie or TV series went on for more than 3 movies or seasons and remains consistently good?
I'll give you one of each.
Okay.
Mission Impossible, which I have realized is the most consistent movie franchise in history.
So great. It's so great.
For movies. For TV, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
TV, Barry's fucking phenomenal.
There you go.
Barry's really good. For me, for TV, The Good Wife and The Good Fight both stayed great the entire time. Like,
more like the good shows. Hey.
Like high level great. Movies, I guess John Wick has been this whole time.
That'd be so great if you were like, and movies, Transformers.
Yeah.
Just find out that Adam's like super into the Transformers movies.
Didn't the new one just come out and go immediately, right?
I heard it's pretty decent. I'm gonna go see it.
It's been so long since there's been a movie at theaters that I like wanted to see.
Saw Indiana Jones yesterday.
Yeah. I was thinking about
you don't gotta see it.
Yeah. See,
you're not missing anything.
All right. And Best Bennett, what is the best in-person sporting experience you've had? And what was the worst / most disappointing? I feel like I know Jeff's.
I saw the Red Sox win the World Series in LA. Like, how could I go past that? My worst experience was losing the Golden Gloves because I was in it losing. I shattered my nose open and bled all over the place. And thank God we were the last match of the evening.
Yeah, that's a good answer. That reminds me of something. I pitched a complete game to win a championship game in Little League. And let me tell you, that fucking ruled. That was a very good feeling. Most disappointing. I literally went about 20 years of my life never seeing one of my favorite teams win in person. Like, I had seen the Bears several times. I'd seen the Bulls. I'd seen the Cubs a bunch of times. And every fucking game I went to until I was in my 40s, those teams lost. And then I finally saw the first time, I think, was me and my wife saw the Cubs at Dodger Stadium, and the Cubs won on a Anthony Rizzo home run in the top of the ninth.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I also saw Shohei Ohtani hit a home run. Granted, it was against the Cubs, but still, I saw Ohtani hit a home run. That was great.
I guess for me, best, maybe like high school lacrosse, like playoff game-winning save, things like that. Worst, God, I saw Ravens and Bengals in the rain like a few years ago back in Baltimore, and the score was like 9-6.
I wouldn't
Like,
even watch that on TV.
My friend had free tickets. He's like, let's go watch this game. And I was like, all right, fuck it. And it was just fucking miserable.
Were they good seats?
Timeouts. Yeah, they were good seats, but it's still like just a miserable experience. Oh,
Yeah.
Another best one, Maryland versus Duke. I was at half court, and it was when the rivalry was good. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Jeff, could you describe the worst student you've ever had?
That's a hard question. Is it the hardest, the most difficult student? I had one kid who seems to be a lot better, but he just was a smart, lazy piece of shit who wouldn't do anything. And I was like, dude, you are literally ruining your life. And I found out recently that he could have done a lot more and didn't. And just kind of now is floating in the ether of existence. And he had, when you see somebody that has the most potential and they're wasting it, and you're like, I know you don't understand what's happening right now, but you are literally, I think I used to tell him, I'm like, dude, future you is going to be so mad at you right now.
Jesus.
Yeah. That's the only time I ever really had a problem with students was when they were brilliant and then lazy.
Yeah.
He would have hated me.
Adam, which was your favorite guest you had on the show? Chris Black. Which was the worst? Several. Fucking, I could not begin to pick a worst.
Me.
There was one episode that I just checked out on because it was so, I forget who it was, but there was something, it was like two women maybe?
Oh yeah, that was the episode. Like, I'm not going to call them out.
No, I wouldn't.
Smoking too much weed and everyone was talking over each other. That was,
as someone who listens, that fucking Connor and that guy who was arguing with him, that was fucking crazy. Sorry.
Shout out to Randall. I was just at his wedding. We love you, Randall.
Randall's a great person who's making interesting pod.
Yeah, sometimes people just don't get along. It's fine.
It was like I couldn't look away. It was great. It was great. But I was like, I couldn't imagine being in that room.
Bill in OC says, in the next 30 years, could you see states leaving the country or a military coup within the U.S.? Yeah, both.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah,
100%.
And California would be the one that survives.
Howard Dean Scream says, what have been the most unexpected realizations you've had from running a podcast network, i.e. what you learned from booking guests, learned who your real friends were versus people that were being nice to you for your platform, etc.? Jesus Christ.
Damn, man, that is not, that's a weird question. That is here's what I'll say about the podcast thing is, listeners, it is very important for you to know that support does not necessarily mean money. It means listening, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all the reviewing, and people don't do it. They just won't do this free thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with whatever support I get in that way. All of my gripes would be on the other side of things. It would be with former hosts and guests. And I think my biggest gripe is, or my biggest concern, my biggest complaint is reciprocity and me booking people on things because I clearly see them as someone who is very talented and who I appreciate as a comedian, and them clearly not seeing the same in me, which one hurts, and 2, I would wreck every one of those motherfuckers on stage.
You don't have to call me out like that.
Well, that's that. Like, you don't have
No,
there's
I'm
nothing
fucking
that
with
you're
it. I'm fucking
doing
with it. I
that
have
you
nothing to
don't
give you. But
fuck me on. But it's been such a constant thing where I feel like people don't really see me as an equal when it comes to comedy. And it's like, if we're talking talent, you're wrong, baby. Like, you are so fucking wrong. And all it's really taught me is I just need to think about myself more in Los Angeles instead of being so hell-bent on building some kind of team or unit. Like,
this is an unreliable city. It's just filled with people that are out for themselves, and it is very difficult.
But also, I feel like those shows book the same fucking people. Is that weird to say?
No.
It's sometimes you see a show and you're like, oh, those 3 people again. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I learned pretty quickly that I wasn't going to get much respect in stand-up out here on my own. Just wasn't going to happen.
Mind Freak 555. For Adam, was Jeff able to change your opinion about Roger Waters? I will answer this question with a question. What opinion about Roger Waters? What was my opinion? This made me so fucking mad in the comments because there was this episode where we brought up that Roger Waters is getting accused of being an anti-Semite. And it's a thing we talked about at length. And I could tell there were people listening to like 2 and 3 minutes and jumping in with the same comment, which is, no, Roger Waters isn't an anti-Semite. He's just not pro-Israel. And we made it very clear eventually as we were talking about it that, we get it. And so I don't know what opinion Jeff was supposed to change. Like, I, in no way, shape, or form think supporting the BDS movement makes you an anti-Semite. And that's not what I was fucking saying. What I was saying is his response to it is gross. And even like one of the defenses I saw in the comments was, well, he's been wearing that Nazi garb on stage for a long time. Motherfucker, comedians have been telling racist jokes for a long time. And they had to stop because the temperature of the room changed. And to tell me, oh, well, all of this outcry just started because he started wearing a Nazi trench coat on stage when his tour got to Germany. Yeah, that's why he's getting criticized. He should expect some pushback from supporting the BDS movement. That happens. For him to double and triple down and start putting goddamn swastikas on stage and accusing the pro-Israel lobby of trying to cancel him, that is old, rich, white dude, Eric Clapton, anti-COVID bullshit. Jeff, changed my mind.
I mean, there are certain things about it that I take umbrage. Like, I don't know, man, if he's been outspoken about fascism and uses the imagery, you know, I understand the not wanting to change and make that shift, especially when you're an old person. I don't necessarily think he's an anti-Semite. I just think he's an old man.
Right. But that doesn't make him right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't think he's an anti-Semite. I just don't.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't think he's an anti-Semite, but the way he's reacted to it is gross and stupid.
Yeah, it's like a John Cleese reaction.
Well, it reminds me of Eric Clapton getting a COVID shot and his hand was numb for like 15 minutes. And now he's like, this is like slavery all over again.
Eric Clapton can fucking jump out a window after his kid.
Are you sure you racist fucking terrible ass parent? Atif, do you have any feelings on Roger Waters? Do you even know who Roger Waters is?
He's Pink Floyd guy, but like I don't know his views about the BDS movement. So it's like I don't know enough to make an informed opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why I was listening, trying to figure it out and looking it up. I
just also don't fuck with Pink Floyd.
Yeah, Pink Floyd's not a good band, really. I mean, I personally don't like them. I'm sure they're a good band.
I smoke a ton of weed, and I've still never been high enough to want to fuck with Pink Floyd.
They're okay. They're okay at best. They're overrated. They're the Goonies of classic rock.
First, most embarrassing sexual experience, Vincent Haney. What are you, you a cult leader?
Yeah. I'm not answering that question.
Yeah, first.
No, I was. Yeah, no.
Stealing music, obviously.
Tricking people into thinking I was a lady in AOL chat rooms, I think.
Probably something like that. I don't know. I was probably spent 45 minutes downloading a picture of YDELTS, the MTV VJ or something. I don't.
ATB, most fucked up you've been at work. I fell asleep under my desk at Cracked once because I was working on an article overnight and very high.
Oh, good taste with YDELTS.
Did you just Google her?
Yeah. I was like, all right, yeah. It's worth the 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Vincent Hani again. Jeff, do you miss anything about teaching?
I miss the kids, the paycheck, and getting paid over the summers to do nothing. Yeah, I do. I miss a lot of it. The kids were great. I'm glad I don't have to do any fucking shooting drills now or have to deal with somebody. Why does my kid? I used to have parents that are like, why does my kid need to learn about Islam? And I'd be like, because that's what the state, like, it's important that we learn about this stuff. And they'd be like, what about Jesus? And I'm like, he's in December. Like, it's in the syllabus, you fucking idiots. So yeah.
ATB, do you miss anything from working at Cracked? No. I'm sorry if that's a disappointing answer, but no, Cracked wasn't a great work experience for me. It was actually one of my least favorite work experiences. Don't get me wrong. I did a lot of great work and a lot of things that happened there, like the personal experience section, the quick fix section, people writing political articles. That all started with me, whether I got credit for it or not. But no, I don't. Like, I'm proud of the work I did there, and those motherfuckers should be lucky they got that work. Favorite music video? Probably Just by Radiohead. Everyone familiar with that video?
No.
There's this guy who's laying on the ground, and he's laying on the ground and looking up at the sky, and people keep walking up to him. And this part is in subtitles while Radiohead is in a room above the street playing the song live. People are walking up to him and they're like, why are you laying on the ground? And he's like, I cannot tell you. Like, please don't make me tell you. And people keep coming up and this crowd forms and they're like, dude, why? Why are you laying on the ground? Will you just tell us why you're laying on the ground? And as the song goes on, he's like, no, please don't make me tell you. And eventually he goes, all right, you want me to tell you why I'm laying on the ground? And they're like, yeah. And then it cuts to the band. And then they come back and everyone's laying on the ground looking up at the sky. And you never find out why.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
I fucking love that twist in that video so much.
That's way better than me just saying Land of Confusion by Genesis.
That's good.
Because I mean, it's just a simpler answer because I think everybody knows that video. And if you haven't, you should go watch it now.
Yeah.
Days Go By Dirty Vegas. I like that video quite a bit.
I've never seen a song get so much out of its video. Because if that song comes up on my playlist, I'm like, I'm going to skip this.
The video's fun.
Also, honorable mention, Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve.
That is a good one.
Where he's just walking down the street and like walking over everything.
Shoving people and stuff, yeah.
Pushing people, walking over cars. Like, that would be a fun internet challenge. Do the Verve.
Challenge?
Do the Verve, yeah.
For one city block in LA. Do the Verve. Hey, listeners, video challenge.
Don't do it. Don't do it, please.
I mean,
where's the craziest place you could do the Verve?
Oh,
doing a new TikTok challenge where someone walks through a burn unit, shoving people out of the way and stuff.
I think that is the end of our questions from the Discord. We do have a couple more quick things. We got some comments. You don't even like this show, episode 4, the Titan Submersible Disaster. Chris Murphy says, I mean, if you're making a bathroom piss playlist, Yellow Submarine has to be on there, right? That's because in the Titan Submersible, they played music if anyone was taking a shit in the bathroom. And I don't know, that seems like an obvious choice, Yellow Submarine.
Sure. But it's fun. It's a fun song.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Yeah,
it's a good comment. Does anyone have any other choice? I guess now that I hear myself say it, it's an obvious choice. I don't have any other choices.
I mean, you could say Crush by Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah.
I was in jeopardy, baby. Just anything about we're all going to die.
Yeah. End of the world as we know it.
End of the world, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Fucking idiots.
Bottom of the Sea. Beyond the Sea. Beyond the Sea by Bobby Darin.
Or Under the Sea, the Little Mermaid song.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. From You Don't Even Like Sports, Novak Djokovic, and other sports news. I hate/love when people show their lack of insight and shit on defensive boxers. A good defensive boxer might be one of the most beautiful things to watch in sports. Hey, I agree.
Same.
Yeah, that's again, if you think that Floyd Mayweather was not fucking incredible, you're just a moron.
Well, you're just a casual at that point.
Yeah, you are a person that wants you don't want to see boxing, you want to see head injuries. You want to see people sacrifice themselves for you.
Yeah.
I remember.
I see that. Yeah,
I remember after he fought Oscar De La Hoya, the guy who ran the website I was writing for at the time, which this wasn't cracked. He like hopped in the forum for the website and was complaining about how De La Hoya should have won because he threw so many more punches. It's like, that is not how that was.
In
Floyd
what
Mayweather.
world is that the case?
Yeah, that was Floyd Mayweather's strategy, was to make him throw more punches that didn't fucking land. Yeah, boxing is such a misunderstood sport, especially in that way.
Yeah.
I feel like it's misunderstood the same way baseball is. Like, a baseball game with not a lot of action is actually better. Like, that's a pitcher's duel.
Boxing, like, I don't think anybody understands how much a missed punch takes out of the person throwing the punch.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, if you throw a punch and it is avoided, it is like one of the worst things, because you are burning all of this energy to leave yourself open. It is fucking awful.
And you're like literally wasting energy because you're not scoring.
Yes.
You're not landing.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely it. Whenever I box, like, the biggest thing that I teach people is I remind them, I said, big misses are a thing. And when you want to block something, small motions, you move a little and you send their hand flying. Small motions cause big misses. So like when you're blocking in boxing, it's like you're just kind of like swatting away and the shots go flying because they're putting everything into it and you just send it out in a different direction.
Yeah. That's a casual take.
All right. Last comment from the post. You Don't Even Like This store, open now. Dre says, 2 awesome. All 3 great value. The shirt design is one of my faves. Oh, hey, he's talking about how we have a store now. YouDon'tShow.link/store. Go get a t-shirt while they're still available. That's going to be my only plug, I promise. But we're not at plugs yet.
Yeah. But he is right, by the way. Dre is right. The things are really cool.
Yeah. We also got mystery packs from the cards we've opened, which I will send you in the mail, and we're autographing shit and putting it in there.
Oh, I've had some surprises that I gave Adam last time we were doing a You Don't Even Like sports cards. We stayed about extra hour of me putting in some fun work. Dre
Alvarez makes a good segue into our last thing, which is our voicemail of the month. If you hit the show notes, you'll see a link to where you can leave us a voicemail. It's very easy. You can record it on your computer or on your phone. Voicemail on your phone. Who knew? All right, here we go.
You don't even like computers.
Hi, YDELTS crew. Dre Alvarez, a.k.a. Nerd Numbers here. Absolutely loving the rebrand and really hope everybody gets a You Don't Even Like This shirt. It's one of my favorite designs. Okay, hypothetical question here that I think Atif is definitely going to get the edge for. You go to a 4th of July baseball game and they tell you, they're all out of condiments and all out of drinks. Except for water, of course. They're not monsters. So what do you get to still have a somewhat enjoyable baseball game, provided you can't have condiments or alcohol? Love the show. Really looking forward to it. Sorry if the acoustics are weird. I'm recording on the road. Anyway, have a good one.
I'm recording from actual hell, so.
Dude,
my bad.
Hot dog and water is what I get anyway.
Easy. This is an easy answer.
Okay.
An Italian sausage with onions and peppers. It's not a condiment. And a little batting helmet filled with ice cream.
Oh, sure.
Cheeseburger. A plain cheeseburger? No, okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, this is so easy for you. You're just like, what do I normally get? Can I get some nachos, no cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Italian sausage, that's a good pick because, that doesn't, unless we're counting, no, because you could just have them dip it before they give it to you.
Then, but also, even then, if you had just a sausage, like it's seasoned with like fennel seed and all that, like it has condiments, I guess, ingrained inside.
Yeah.
Panda Express if you're in Anaheim, but you get the orange chicken nuggets, no sauce.
That's just
It's
chicken
orange
nuggets.
chicken sauce.
Or also really obvious answer is pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Get a pizza.
Unless you consider the pasta sauce itself the cohesive condiment, and then
No.
That's absolutely not a condiment.
No.
And yeah, ice
Good
cream.
question.
It's a good choice.
Good question, Dre, producer and co-host of Nerd.
And I think that's our episode, right?
Yeah.
I think we did it. Hey, thank you both for being here, except Jeff.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
Well, yeah, I just meant to thank Atif, and I realized it came out sounding like I was thanking you both, and I didn't mean to do that.
You're a bad person.
What do we have to plug before we get out of here? I already plugged what I want to plug, except adamtoddbrown.substack.com. Back to writing there. Atif, what do you got?
Dude, I don't have anything. It's fine.
Orange chicken. Shout out to Orange Chicken.
Yeah, orange chicken. Shout out to you don't show store.link.
If you want me, hey, I got a Patreon, patreon.com/Jeff May, JEFFMAY, one word. I have lots of cool tiers. You can hear Jeff Has Cool Friends. You can hear Nerd with Dre Alvarez. Both those shows are available for free, but they are earlier on my Patreon, and as well as the Patreon exclusive Ugh Fine with Kim Crawl. I Must Break You is the non-sports version of You Don't Even Like Sports Cards, which you can watch with me and Adam as well. You Don't Even Like Sports Cards on this network, of course. Social media is at Hey There Jeffro, including YouTube, which follow, subscribe to our YouTubes. We need it.
You need it.
I don't know. You don't even like YouTube.
You need it.
Mint on Cards the second Friday of every month at Blast from the Past on Magnolia,
Great show.
Burbank, California.
Yeah.
It is a great show. Thank you.
It is.
I appreciate that. No, it is.
Edit that out, Brett.
No, don't, Brett.
Brett's going to edit that out. He wrote it down to edit out.
Wow.
And
but yeah, that's and Tom and Jeff watch Batman on Gamefully Unemployed.
and I think that's it.
Okay.
We should get out of here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Atif, will you say goodbye?
Bye, everybody.
Jeff, how about you say goodbye?
You get the stupid fucking questions rookie cards, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Gem Mint 10.